Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Cocktails with me.
I just slid in here. How you guys doing? We're back.
All right.
And I think I'm on glass, 3 or 4?
You stop counting after you, whatever. Go ahead.
So the next topic where people that have hit us up is they're always talking about pre-approvals. They hear from us. So they say, I have a lender. Do I still need to work with yours?
And the answer is no, you don't. I think...
But let's talk a little bit. Okay, so legally, no, you definitely can. If you have a banking relationship with, say, you're banking with Wells Fargo or your credit union, you may have that already established, relationship with them.
I think what we do tell people is we encourage you to explore options not only with our lender referrals, but with the banking relationships or financial institutions that you already have.
So let's explain that a little bit. With lenders, you can get your credit pulled within a 30-day period and only take, we talked about this before in another video, a one-time hit. So if you were shopping for a car, shopping for furniture, wouldn't you want to shop around? And the only advantage of going with one of our lenders is, number one, it's going to be a much smoother process because we have those relationships. In a real estate deal, things are going to come up. We've had a lot of people hit us up like, I haven't heard from the lender today. Is everything okay? We can reach out. If we don't have that relationship,
we really are kind of in limbo like you're in limbo.
Right. So technically, like I said, you can, but making for the most smooth and effective process is having a team around you. It's all about teamwork.
But also I want to say too, and that is very valid, but I want to say that when we work with anybody, whether it's a lender referral or a different vendor altogether, whether it's your flooring or whatever, we only refer people who we know can execute and get deals.
They've closed for us before, so they've had positive feedback.
Yes, I think a part of it, at least to me, what I would like to say is that if we're referring a lender to you, it's because they've proven time and time again that they can get the deal done.
Right. That's really what it's all about.
And that's what it's all about, because you don't want your money that's at risk when you're under contract for a home. You don't want to know whether or not you're going to lose your money or not. You want to go into that having some degree of confidence that, okay, I know that I'm with a good team.
Right.
GreatHomesATL and this lender or this person that they referred me to, I know that if they refer them, I'm in good hands.
Yeah, and it's not always about, because and typically, like, the rates are pretty much, it's tied to your credit score and your income debt ratios and stuff like that. That's not really going to fluctuate as much. It could fluctuate if it's not a direct lender, it's a broker. But in general, one of the most important things is having that lender that is knowledgeable, that has excellent customer service. We just ran across this past weekend, right? It was about, we were out and we needed a quote, like a good faith estimate of what this payment was going to be. And thank God they actually responded to our email within 5 minutes. If you're working with somebody we don't know, again, it's all on the up and up. If you're a good qualified borrower and you have that relationship with the lender, absolutely.
But if I could just jump in too, the other thing why you should shop around and talk to different lenders, not just our referrals, but relationships of the ones that you have, is because everybody has different programs to offer.
Good point.
Certain lenders may be able to have more, down payment assistance programs than this.
I run across
this, credit union or this bank can.
Or they don't offer it at all.
Or they don't offer it at all. So if you just kind of go with one lender and you don't explore other options, you're only limited to whatever that lender tells you what they can offer. So,
and the different lenders, like, they might qualify you for a certain program at a 660 credit score, where the other one needs a 680.
Or some might qualify you at a 4.5% interest rate, and others could qualify you at a 4% interest rate.
Because they offer like an added incentive, like a buy down or something like that.
So we encourage you. I think the question was, do we have to use your lenders? No. Our referrals are basically saying these are the people that we know for a fact, because history has proven it, that they can get the deal done on time.
And they have the best programs, best customer service. Now, another situation that might come about is when you go to buy a new home. And what happens in that situation? They have a preferred
lender.
Right. And what happens in those cases is typically the builder has brought in a team of lenders. It could be internal, like if it's a national builder, they might have their own mortgage firm. If it's a local builder, they might have had that relationship with the bank that actually got them the construction loan. And they have that relationship, so they want to know from the jump, is this person truly a pre-approved, ready to go buyer? And the value of that is given back to you as a consumer because they're going to contribute to your
closing costs,
which we've talked about in other videos. That's your escrows.
I feel like this is my show, but I turned into a soundbite.
No, he's doing a lot of talking, right? But I'm just talking about preferred lenders are about helping you with your closing costs and your prepaids. And your closing costs involve your closing attorney fees, your lender fees, your court filing fees, and then what's called prepaids, which is your escrow accounts. That is your property taxes, homeowners insurance, and if you're paying private mortgage insurance. So again, in some cases, it may be worth working with a preferred lender to get those closing costs. But in general, you should always start by shopping
around. Yeah.
See, I let him talk. I let him say something. So again, guys, you do not have to use our lenders, but we have these relationships all set up. That's what makes us successful, is that people aren't like, well, what do I do in this situation? Or do I qualify? All we do is set up a mortgage consultation for you. They'll run your credit, your income, the whole application. They'll give us feedback and your feedback.
If folks have, conspiracy theories or fears, I guess, our lenders will do nothing different in terms of the initial setup. They're not going to do anything different than anyone that you would choose anyhow. I think.
And we don't get any kickbacks. They don't work for Great Homes.
No, they don't at all. We trust them as being a reliable partner
because they've proven themselves.
Done. Yeah. But ultimately, what you really want to look for in terms of who you decide to go with to close on your deal from a lender perspective is make sure that they're responsive.
That's probably the most important thing.
You don't want to be in the middle of a deal and you can't get a hold of your lender, or they won't respond and tell you they've gotten an email that you sent them. I would say make sure that they have the programs that suit your interests or your needs. If you know you need down payment assistance, you might want to look for a lender that has programs that offers that, right? I mean, it just seems like it's common sense.
But not for everybody.
But not for everybody. And I think that if you kind of stick with the customer service, if you just overall feel like I'm happy with the quality of service that I'm getting from this lender and his team, then that's who you should send your business to.
Yeah, because once it goes into that process, it's hard.
It's hard
because you got underwriters,
Yeah.
loan processors, assistants. These are all people that we've worked with because we know, who the underwriters are, who the loan processors are, who the assistants are, and we can reach out for you, with you, because at the end of the day, it is the buyer's responsibility on the financing. But as the real estate agent, and what we're doing here at GreatHomesATL is to make it as easy and efficient and stress-free as possible.
And with that, us having relationships with the lenders that we refer, if there's ever any confusion in terms of you being a buyer and you just don't understand what's going on or what's happening, because it does happen pretty fast.
It really does.
We can speak to the lender to figure out what did that lender share with you to kind of bridge the gap of your confusion as a buyer. So we can step in and kind of perhaps put something in layman's terms to where you understand something that the lender tried to explain, but you just didn't.
There's maybe a lender talk. We could kind of break it down.
Yeah.
Just like I said, we're homeowners ourselves. We've been through this process. Obviously, agents having sold many, many properties. So we've been through this process. We're going to hold your hand, but it's all about teamwork. It's about having the right team around you and making for the most seamless process. Did I let you talk enough in this video?
No, not really. Not really. You didn't.
We'll have to look
maybe
back
for the next video he will. So guys, thank you so much. Keep the questions coming. We'll keep the cocktails flowing.
Make it a great week, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.